and a warm welcome to our friends from Preacherstone, Ronnie and Jim. Good evening or good afternoon.
Good evening. Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. It's 5 o'clock here right now.
But there we have it. I'll drink to that. So, it's been quite a start to the year when we were halfway through the year now, and we're mourning the passing of not one but two of your brothers.
Yeah, it's been something crazy. I wouldn't recommend it, but
it's not for the faint of heart.
No, for sure. But full credit to you guys. The show rolls on and pays tribute to Johnny and Marty. God rest both their souls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there wasn't any question about us continuing. In fact, Marty, it was kind of Marty's standard order that your guys are going on.
Yeah. Marty knew what he was up against. Johnny was quite a surprise, but Marty knew, and Marty made sure, that things were going to keep on keeping on and keep going, Ronnie.
Well, I mean, it's just everybody's got so much invested in this, and of blood, sweat, money, time, love, everything. And the music means a lot to us, but there's a lot of people in the world that the music means something to as well. So you can't abandon those people. So on we go.
Absolutely. The album now stands as a befitting tribute to not just Johnny, but to Marty as well. Those words just seem to take on even more of a degree of poignancy.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is, I mean, this is our best record to date. I mean, this is the best record that we've done. And, at one of the last conversations I had with Marty, he said, well, this
one, do the Marty voice.
I don't want to do Marty. I can do, everybody in the band can do the Marty voice. And we've all done it in front of him. But he said, if this was my last one, at least it was our best one. But the next one's got to be better. And like, sure.
Sure. There's a high bar to clear, that's for sure. I mean, the album's been out now, what, 5 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
And it's kicking ass still, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just never overwhelmed. I mean, the whole streaming thing kind of takes you by surprise because, it's approaching 50,000 streams worldwide, and we're selling a lot of physical records and a vinyl and CD both, and people seem to be taking to it. We've been getting some fantastic reviews, and we just want to keep on keeping on with it. I'm hoping it keeps on growing.
Well, thing I'm learning is I had no idea that we had such a following in Brazil. So if Brazil, you're listening.
Hola.
You just go to the streams and you go, okay, Uzbekistan. Yeah, 3 people like us, and you go, there's a military base there somewhere.
There's gotta be, isn't it? Something in there.
It's humbling, but it's also very rewarding to see that we have been able to spread this, pretty much all over the globe.
Yeah,
and
the brotherhood, the sisterhood.
Yeah,
it continues to expand, which is phenomenal. And I guess you guys now, with Marty's replacement, Nick, firmly within the ranks, you're eager to go, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Marty picked him. Oh, yeah. When Marty was first diagnosed and had his first surgery, there was a New York run it was in question about whether Marty could make it or not. So we brought in Nick.
Yeah.
And Marty ended up making the show. So for the show Rock Ribs and Ridges, you saw Preacherstone with 3 guitars, and it was a vulgar display of power.
I'm sure.
Skinner and Hatchet and those guys did it with 3 guitars back in the day. Although it's one too many mouths to feed, in my opinion. But oh my God, the guitar, man! Are you kidding me?
There was no shortage of guitar.
Guitar, yes, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Somebody said at that show, said, "Well, you play," he said, "I play guitar." I said, "Well, you play guitar." you should pick it up and make it 4. I'm like, no, 3's the legal limit. I mean, there's no need.
18 strings.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Wow.
But no, we just did a Florida run shows with him, and he did a great job. And it'll get better as time goes on. But our people are so loving and so supportive in that, and just reached out with it to us, and have been, just so encouraging through everything. And on we go.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been 8 years, dare I mention it, since.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
But
we were playing golf the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. We weren't doing anything but fishing and playing golf the entire time. Exactly.
For sure. And it's roots, these roots are sort of embedded within the troubled times of COVID and lockdown, from what I recall.
Well, yeah, you have to take what life throws at you, and we've had a lot of life thrown at us in the past, and not just with the deaths of 2 members, but prior to that there was the illness of members, and there were a lot of upheaval. I mean, just real life stuff, and we never stopped playing, we never stopped touring, we did all those things, but we didn't want to put out a record in COVID because everybody else put out a record in COVID. And we didn't want to put out a record just to be putting out a record. We wanted something
sure.
we wanted something that we could be proud of. And we're damn sure proud of this one, come what may. And it was worth the wait. And nobody seems to be complaining when they listen to it.
Hell no. I mean, I just re-listened to it this evening to refresh, and it just comes back in floods. And it's just from the opening track, Hard Life PhD, you just got that growl of the guitars. It's low slung. It's that rock and roll highway.
It's a rock and roll. It's a rock and roll record. That's what it is.
It's a rock and roll record. That's what we tried to make, because everybody keeps wanting to force the Southern thing and the Southern. I'm not trying to carry some banner from somebody else. We're a rock and roll band that happens to be from the South, like we've said before. I mean, I'd like for it to sound more like Thin Lizzy and AC/DC.
I just talk like this,
Hell yeah.
Whatever we do is going to be Southern. Yeah. If we're singing it, and he and I do, we're 2/3 of the vocals in the band, it's going to sound Southern.
Yeah, I mean, it's only natural that the bands you followed and grew up with are going to form a good percentage of your influences in how you write songs anyway.
I mean, Marty was big Skinner influence, but what people don't realize is with Marty Hill, I mean, there was this eclectic mix of everything from King's X to
great band.
Leonard Skinner, Second Helping at first, and it was just all these Free, Bad Company, AC/DC. I mean, the everybody that you ever heard just put in a big blender. And then I come in and, to write lyrics, and I've been influenced. My heroes were, Phil Lynott, Ronnie Van Zant, Jackson Brown, Bruce Springsteen, John Prine. I mean, the list goes on. And it was just the lineup for 5 was just what it sounds like when the right people have been together for an 8-year, 9-year period of time.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Because everybody's individual influences are just shown all over that record, and that's why we sound the way we do, because we didn't all grow up listening to the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny and Marty,
Wyatt.
they both shine through the record, and I find it quite. It's not hard listening, but it's. I don't know, how do you explain it?
It's bittersweet.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
Like I always tell people, don't make me talk about him for more than 10 seconds, and that way I can guarantee almost that I won't tear up. But Ben Robinson played his ass off on the record. Wyatt, which is I don't know. We argue about where his influences come. We say the church, but he says it's funk and whatever. But whatever makes him the drummer that he is, plus the bass player that Jim is, plus the guitar players that Marty and Ben are, plus Johnny over there with his John Lord and all the people that he listened to, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. It all comes together to make it to make it is what it is. And, going forward, the pressure is on the next record to make a record as good as 5. But everybody,
we've already started writing. We've already started writing it back away, so you don't have to wait 25
well,
years.
it's not going to be. It's
Oh,
not going to be next time. It's not going to be.
Yeah. So we'll have another 10 tracks this time next year, perhaps.
Looking at the fall of next year.
Oh, sweet as, man, because you're coming back to the UK in a few weeks.
You can't get out of the UK. We're in the UK in 2 weeks, but we're coming back after that. We don't know when, but we're coming back.
Yeah, that's great. And bring those new tracks with you. But to this summer, you've got a couple of gigs left to tie up in the States.
Yeah, we're in New York this weekend.
For 2 dates, Saturday and Sunday. We're playing in Campbell Hall, New York at Brian's Backyard Barbecue with some fantastic bands.
And then we're in Ithaca.
And then playing in Ithaca, New York on the Sunday.
Nice.
And then everybody's packing their bags and making sure passports are ready to go and all of that. And then we're going to invade your island.
Well, Thursday before we leave for New York on Friday, we're shooting the video for our single. So
we're getting ready to drop a new single. Is Wes allowing us to?
No. Just telling you,
never mind.
The video will be made.
Yeah, we're shooting a video Thursday.
So no clues on. It's one of the 10 tracks.
No. That was very Monty Python.
No. So you've got 7 dates in the UK, 3 with Tom Kilner, 3 with your good buddies, the Sons of Liberty, and the cherry on top of the cake, Made of Stone Festival.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can't wait. We were coming. We talked with the folks from Wes has been talking with the guys from Made of Stone Festival, and we were going to come over there and play that anyway. And then it was like, well, Freddie and the guys are like, well, you're not coming over here without playing with us. And then it's like, well,
sure.
we're going to stay for 4 or 5 days. You might as well stay for 9 days, And Wes introduced us to Tom Kilner, who just dropped a new record, and he's a hell of a guitar player, man.
I'm becoming a Kilner fan.
It's going to be such good shows. If you haven't already bought your tickets, something y'all just need to go ahead and buy them, because it's going to be good. You're going to want to say that you were over there in these smaller venues watching Tom Kilner play.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be hell on wheels too. I mean, he already is. He's just growing his new album as well.
I think Tom, alongside you guys, as of course, we know how you and the Sons interact and project. Yeah. I think Tom and yourselves are another good match.
Definitely. From what I've seen of what he's got going on, I think it's going to be a fine match.
Guitar-driven rock. How can it possibly?
Right, exactly.
That's it, and I've seen Tom a few times over the last few years, and he just gets better and better. As do you guys, and of course the Sons. Unfortunately, we can't make any of those dates, but I urge all my friends and viewers, listeners out there, get tickets for these shows somewhere, because you've got.
You can buy any of the tickets either through Tom's site, our site, the Sun's site. Obviously you can buy festival tickets
and get them early. Get those advance tickets, because promoters really love advance ticket sales.
Very much so. So you've got the 3 shows with Tom in Bristol.
Yeah. We're playing in Bristol, then we're playing in Crumlin at the
Patriots.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I think the last show with Tom, it might be Litchfield.
Yeah.
Up in the Burton Midlands, and then you come back down south for free with the Sons, which I'm trying to remember. Swindon, Frome.
Swindon, Exeter, and Frome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice little.
Thank y'all for teaching me how to say Frome.
It's not from.
I know it was.
No,
it's to me it was from.
It's Frome, and if you read on the internet, apparently it's one of the most mispronounced town names in the UK.
It's a good thing it's not the state of Tennessee. I'll tell you that.
Guilty. So but
because I read a book called Ethan Frome. But I guess it was Ethan Frome.
It was Frome.
Yeah. Where was Ethan Frome from?
Frome.
I don't know.
But did he have a broom?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Possibly. Possibly.
So
It was one of the books the teacher made you read and you don't remember anything about other than it was hard to read.
It was hard to read.
yeah, that's for sure. But you know, at Maidstone, you've got quite a few of your stateside friends coming over.
It's going to be great. Yeah,
really looking forward to Mr. Big and Live in Color.
Yeah,
really looking forward to that. And plus, These Wicked Rivers, I've become a fan of too. So,
Larkin Poe's just killing it every time you turn around. Larkin Poe's doing something amazing, and I opened up for for Mr. Big back when they right as the big single dropped, and they were still doing bars before they went to do arenas. So I can't wait to see those guys again. Actually, Pat Torpy, the drummer that was playing with them at the time, has since passed. So I can't wait to talk to the new drummer, talk to Billy Sheehan again. One of my absolute on the Mount Rushmore of bass players. He's right there. I think he's in the Teddy Roosevelt spot. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's on it for sure.
That's just super cool, isn't it? You know, and you know, in the face of adversity, there's so much positivity emanating from the camp.
We kept saying we kept saying it was using the Dickens line. It's the best of times and the worst of times, because it literally was with the record doing as well as it was doing, and the shows coming up, and things starting to really look, the trajectory is heading in the right direction, and then to have to deal with those two losses, it knocked the wind out of you if you're not careful.
We knew Marty was up against what Marty was up against. We knew the day was coming. We just didn't know it was Tuesday a month ago.
We were not ready for it.
So. No. But from what you're saying and sort of like working through my mind, processing it sounds like Marty was getting ready to hand the baton over.
Yeah, he definitely was, because he didn't want to. Well, I don't want to quote him. He said he didn't want all of his work. I mean, he started this in 2008 with Ronnie and some other guys that were, they're putting this thing together, and this was his dream, his band. He wanted to, finally when we get this latest lineup together, he was like, well, this is the lineup I wish I had in 2008, because now this is the music and this is the thing, and then gets dealt a rough hand there, but what can you do?
I mean, it's our
anything about it.
It's our legacy as people and as musicians, but it's his legacy as well. So we own.
We'd do such a disservice to one of my closest friends who passed away too early just to go, okay, never mind. I'm depressed. I'm feeling bad.
Which we are all of those. We were all of those things.
We're all
naturally.
Not enough to just give up the ghost and say never mind, we're finished, man. We were so close to doing something special. I mean, I feel like even if we stop tomorrow, we've done something special. But it's going so good, and we've made some really good friends in the industry in the UK. Wes O'Neill has really helped us out a lot, opening a few doors over there, and which has opened a few doors over here, and we're just going to keep on keeping on, because, not in spite of Marty, but because of Marty, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the word, one of you just used, legacy, that is the keystone to it all.
Right.
There's 10 tracks there returning to thee, tracks like Rise Up, and perhaps the most poignant of all, Till We Meet Again. And that's going to be that moment for us, for the UK. You're returning to our shores, and I just wish we could be there. Sadly, we can't. But
right. Well, I hope it turns into such a wonderful thing that 5 years from now, everybody's going, I was there. I mean, even if they weren't there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna back you up. We will say that you were there.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate it, man.
I'll just shoot you a tour shirt. You just stick it back in the closet, and you wear it here in a couple of years. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was there. Look,
man. I was that dog. But no, I mean, it's to your absolute credit. You've got this album. You're going to carry it across the Atlantic and perform. I can't think of a more befitting tribute to Marty and to Johnny. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's I just got to work out. I've got to try and work a way of getting to one of the dates. I have to, but
So where are you physically in the UK? Well, I mean, UK's about this wide, so we're not even going up north. We're not.
No. We're in my wife and I now. We're in South Wales now full time.
See, so I mean, we're coming to Wales. We're coming to Crumlin.
Yeah. It's that weekend. I think we're at a wedding, but there are 4 other days.
People get married. Is it the first wedding? Then never mind. Go back for the second. It'll be great.
What color is the bride wearing?
Exactly. She's wearing white. It's good. Now you
Hopefully
go.
white.
Absolutely. Now you go and enjoy the wedding and send our best to the lucky couple. And
We will.
Get everybody from the wedding party in a big vehicle and come to the Patriot for the after party.
Now that would be an after party. Because they know the rock and roll up in the valleys. I'll tell you that much.
We're really looking for you. Yeah, we've heard good things about the Patriots, so or the Patriot.
The Patriot.
The Patriot.
Yeah. The Patriot
for Patriots, Sunday fruit.
We'd have been 0 for 2.
It'd have been double trouble.
Yeah.
Say Crumlin. Yeah.
So,
man, we're super excited about coming. So, what's going on with you guys? What's happening? Been a minute since we talked.
well, I mean, we had our Station 18 festival in Swansea. That went really, really well. So much so, we're continuing it in the next year.
Nice.
We're off out to Germany in a few weeks' time to cover a 4-day festival out there. Yeah, it's a really busy time for Kelly and myself and Metal Planet Music.
Absolutely.
It's spiraling upwards, so to speak.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. That means there's some music happening, and that's a great thing. So,
Yeah, very much so. And,
live music, no matter where it's at, in the local bar or in an arena or in a festival, go see live music somewhere.
That's it. And that's all it needs to be defined. It's good live music. I read somewhere there's something like 200 subgenres recognized of rock and metal.
Certainly.
Well,
it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It either rocks or it don't.
Yeah,
you get
precisely. Yeah.
It's in my opinion. There's 2 types of music. There's good and bad,
and you get to decide.
And you get to pick which is good and bad.
Yeah.
So
This is it. Yeah. And in my perspective, and a lot of people's perspectives, you guys rock.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Jim,
we like what we like that you like that you like what we do. I like that you like it. I think
the biggest thing with us is the joy that we have making it, whether it's recording it or whether it's playing in front of an audience. We like to think that joy comes across and it's infectious.
In bucket loads, and talking to you guys, it comes over in waves.
Well, good, because we've never wanted to be anybody but us.
Exactly.
That's it. Be the first preacher, Stone.
Yeah, and like I said, it's an honor carrying on the tradition, carrying on the legacy, and the heavy lifting is just beginning. So let's go.
Let's have it. Warm welcome awaits you in the UK, gentlemen. Ronnie, Jim, thank you for talking to us here at MPM.
We appreciate you guys, Metal Planet, for having us again. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for what you do.
Absolutely.
A pleasure as always, gents. See you soon.
All right.
Cheers.